As my new PC gets here in 2 days. Let's see if that's still true. Where's my phone? No fucking way. The shipping date has been moved up. It's now gonna show up. Oh my god, I don't even know how I did that. Holy, that's like all the way up. So it is now going to arrive on Wednesday instead of Thursday, which means it gets here tomorrow. It gets here tomorrow. It looks like Busch Gardens is having a Mardi Gras event on weekends, and Pantheon is open. And I fucking love Pantheon. I've been on so many coasters that are better than Pantheon, but for some reason, I think I would put Pantheon definitely in my top 10. The big thing about Pantheon you need to know,
I shit you not, I spent the next 12 minutes laying in bed talking about Pantheon. And that's important because then you know that I was clearly excited, which will make my despair later in this video make a whole lot more sense. But for now, good things.
I honestly don't think this video is going to just be about the PC. So we'll see what happens in the next week in the most boring man alive's life. Me! At this point of the day is usually where I would sit down and journal. Do you want to watch me do that? I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want from me?
I'm gonna write now, okay? In case a couple people out there don't know, journaling is an absolute lifesaver. It's one of those few things in my life that I must do daily. Especially if you're a relatively creative person and your brain is always on 100, or you're just really anxious, or you're like me and you're a little bit of both. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. Then life gets to a point where you can't form a single thought because your brain is so fucking loud. There's so much noise and stress and distractions just bouncing around your brain to the point where you kind of feel crippled. And that is usually what causes me to start doom scrolling on social media without even realize I'm doing it. Around October of last year, I started journaling very regularly again, and it has made all the difference in the world. Instead of being frozen in anxiety and too scared to make a single decision for myself just because of how much is going on in my head, you kind of get those garbage thoughts out onto paper and you feel a whole lot better afterwards. And I'm not kidding, even after one time journaling, your brain will feel so much clearer. This probably isn't interesting to watch, so I have to stream in like 30 minutes. So yeah. Bro, that's... Oh, and I built a cat on stream. It took 2 streams and like 10 hours. I have sweaty hands. It's hard to put bricks together. Do I think we're gonna get through the whole thing in one stream? I really don't, but that's not to say I'm not gonna try. Y'all, this is a big Lego set. Let's keep in mind the only Lego set we've ever built on stream was that, and it took like 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. I'm fucked. It's a little scary in real life. It's cute on camera. It's a little bit scary in real life, and I'm the one that has to sleep right by it. It's a little spooky. Hold on. I'm fucking panicking. Hold on. I'm just hoping it's not broken, dude. Okay, sorry, it's cold. FedEx seems to have a hobby of taking their packages and fucking throwing them at the wall. I don't think I've ever had a package from FedEx that showed up not looking like it went through a dryer. So I'm just really worried about spending thousands of dollars to have FedEx ship something. I got a black PC this time just to switch it up. And here it is. This is a hefty PC. Oh my God. Hold on. Okay. Now, that's the PC. Like I said, the moment I saw that FedEx was shipping this package, I immediately was just horrified the entire time that this thing was gonna arrive broken, but it didn't. I'm just dramatic. His name is Lumbar. He's gonna watch you while I go grab the PC. Oh, no. Okay. Awesome. No, I'm not kidding. I've just been fucking doom scrolling all day, waiting. Just for hours and hours, just waiting. I didn't know what else I could do. I couldn't work on anything here because if I had headphones on, I wouldn't have heard him knock on the door. Because originally, I was supposed to sign for it, signature required for delivery. I could have actually gotten so much done. But instead, it's okay. Hey, why am I complaining? Dom, you're being annoying. All right, so we take the glass piece off, cardboard off the GPU. That GPU is double the size of my current GPU.
I cannot wrap my head around how massive this GPU is. That is the most gargantuan GPU. Like, compared to this, man, I could grab that no problem. This, it's like the width of the whole PC. I'm sweating real bad right now. And I'm out of breath. I didn't like that noise. What was that? What was that? It made a little crunch. Every stream that you could possibly remember that was, you know, full of good memories and community and stuff like that was because of this little box right here. All of it. I'm getting a little sentimental. Why is there oh, from the Lego stream. That's why there's fucking plastic wrap everywhere. Because I thought it'd be funny to make a mess. I'm so funny. Ha 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 ha. This is pissing me off. And honestly, a little confession, this has been pissing me off for like a year and I just have not done anything about it. So now's the time. Okay. Can we stop watching this wonderful video you're watching right now? Because guess what? Hooray! I could lie and be really excited about this, but the bag smells like cigarettes. What the hell? Okay, back to the video. In a perfect world, this would at least power on right now. I press this button, it powers on. Come here. You gotta be close for this. Every time I wear green, I look so fucking Irish. Look at my hair color right now. That's an Irish fella. Did I flip the switch? There's noises. The fans are quiet. Where is the Ethernet port? There it is. Where am I?
To the software.
Oh, see, that makes me patriotic. You see how it's the first thing to come up starts with the letter U and then everything else goes in alphabetical order? That'll make me patriotic. I'm pretty disappointed in this country, especially in the last year, but that'll make me caw like a bald eagle. Cause fuck yeah, we're #1. First thing we're doing. Damn, I look kind of, wait, I look kind of huge in this shirt. I'm hoping, wait, whoa.
I'm just a bulky PC guy.
Sorry, good things are coming my way. I'm just waiting for them. Do you guys want to sing while we wait? Dom. I've been thinking about that one for a while. So we are currently on step 1 of 3, downloading. In this time, what do you guys want to talk about? Whoa. The software side of things is driving me insane right now. So I'm just trying to not feel any emotions as I get through all of the software BS, because nothing's working. There's an issue with everything, but that's not the PC's fault.
And as more and more hours kept going by, I realized this is going to take a lot longer than I thought. It was a combination of some software issues, but mostly re-downloading all of the stuff that I had on my old PC. I started around 1 p.m. and at this point, it was about 12 a.m. I stopped for dinner and I watched some Survivor on the new PC, of course. And I was going to give up and go to bed, but I realized I did not want to be thinking about this the moment I woke up tomorrow, so I just decided that night that I was going to finish it that night, no matter how long it took. It took until 5 a.m. It would be an understatement to say that I am so excited to not have to do this again anytime soon, because I somehow managed to run into every issue I possibly could. Was that my fault? Most likely. But there was one bit of good news from the night.
But I did finish the cover for Never tonight, which I'm actually really happy with it. That is very exciting because I really love it. You can get a better look at it when it comes out.
And even though I look exhausted in these clips, I was up for another 3 hours making sure everything on the old PC that I needed was exported. And after 3 more hours of pure frustration, I came to this conclusion.
I think I'm just gonna delete everything. Whatever I lose, I'll regret in the future, but I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going through every fucking memory I've ever had in the last 2 years. It is just murdering my brain. Like, too many memories that I don't want to think about. I'm being reminded of. It is done, and I'm getting really emo. Getting really fucking emo about it. I was doing okay, but now I'm like, we shared so many memories together. Whoa, come back to me. What was that? Don't do that.
I finally went to sleep around 6 a.m. and I woke up around 3 p.m.
I have to stream in like
40 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I woke up very recently. I had a very long night last night. My retainers are still in. But we gotta pack this PC. This PC, I took hours upon hours to reset it, wipe everything, and then also get it really clean and shiny. So then the next person who gets it gets a nice clean PC. So then I packed up the old PC and got ready to ship. Immediately turned around, sat down, did a 6-hour stream, went to bed because I was still exhausted. And now it's about time to get scammed by Busch Gardens.
Today's the day.
Give him his little moment in the spotlight.
You could never make me run away from you, run away from you, run away from you. I could never change a thing about you.
The drive there is about 4 hours, give or take, and we did hit some traffic, so it took a little longer, but it was quite a nice drive, honestly. I was not worried about how long that drive took at all, mainly because I wasn't driving this time. Let's go, baby. I now fully understand the hype of Passenger Princess, and I plan to do it again. But it was already dark when we got there, so imagine our surprise when we woke up and saw this incredible view next morning.
Wow. Paris, France.
And little did all of us know that the drive there was actually twice the amount of time we would even spend in the park. Because we got scammed. It's finally time to get into that. But one positive before we jump into all the negatives, we did stop at this Korean food place because we all love Korean food, and they had the best beef bulgogi I've ever had in my entire life, and of course we had some soju as well, and it was so good that we ended up getting it again the next night. And I'm usually someone who likes to try as many things as possible, especially when I'm out and not at home, but it was so good. I don't regret it one bit. It was so good.
That's wild. Must consume short form media. Must.
Now, if you're not here to see someone get upset about a trip going horribly wrong, then you are welcome to click off because I understand. But for the people that want to know what happened, here's what happened. Busch Gardens were doing a bunch of ad campaigns on their website, and I am a member, so I have the app as well, and I'm always checking it for deals and stuff. They put up this deal for Pantheon's grand opening weekend, which, if you don't know, Pantheon is by far the best coaster in that park. I was pretty surprised to see it was opening on January 31st, but they had already done all the clearances, they had already put the promotion on their website, and it was right in the middle of Busch Gardens Mardi Gras, which is another event, just like their Christmas event, that they usually actually spice up the park a little bit for. Keep in mind, on their website, everything was open and running. The day before we got there, I checked wait times and every ride was open. But this is the kicker, okay? It wasn't the weather. The weather was not the problem. When we got there and every single ride was shut down, every single one in the entire park, I was quickly pulled aside by a very, very nice cashier working at one of the restaurants at Busch Gardens, and she told me that this maintenance was scheduled and it was known ahead of time that it was happening. And we were talking for a little bit because I literally had nothing else to do, and neither did she, and she said, you should definitely go to guest services and request a full refund. And I was like, do you think they'll actually refund me? She said, absolutely. You traveled here for Pantheon's opening day, and they did not disclose to you that Pantheon would not be opening for its opening day. And you can't even ride any of the other rides in the park because they're all closed for scheduled maintenance. And immediately when she said it, everything kind of clicked for me too. Why didn't they at least tell us? If it was scheduled maintenance, they definitely could have put somewhere on their website that none of these rides were actually open. But instead, they had false wait times, like live wait times, actively going, which none of the rides were open. But the worst part of all, and what really made all of us pretty mad, was when we contacted Busch Gardens, they told us, you're not liable for any refund because the weather is what's preventing the rides from being open. And I, the planner, immediately was like, no, it's not the weather. I planned around the weather. The weather's pretty good, actually. And I also know that it needs to be at least 50 degrees outside to reliably run a swing launch coaster, especially with a top hat, which it was. Checked all those boxes already. I checked all these boxes before I got to the park. The problem is they didn't tell us there was scheduled maintenance happening throughout that entire week. Keep in mind, this is the literal day of Pantheon's grand opening that they advertised on their website. So why is it and every other coaster in the park down for scheduled maintenance when you pull up the website and go to buy a ticket, it says they're all open? I'm not mad about the maintenance at all. Maintenance is what makes coasters so safe. I have left many parks from maintenance issues before. I'm mad that you are advertising a grand opening of 2 rides on your website knowing damn well they're not opening anytime soon. And yes, that marketing does get people into your park because there's a Mardi Gras event going on with extra food and stuff, as well as coasters are opening. That sounds like a dream. You get there, most all of the food was not available, and the only food that was available was pushing like $50, which was not included in the food plan we had already purchased. But again, I'm not mad about any of that. I am mad that you knew your coasters were closed for maintenance. You already had signs out across your entire park that every coaster is closed for annual maintenance, so why not put it on your website? And even if you just withheld the info, I would be upset, but not nearly as upset as I am. I'm upset because you lied and you told me this, and this are opening for the first time of the year this weekend. We go for that weekend. Why are they all closed? And not just closed for weather, not just closed for a fault found when testing, closed for scheduled maintenance. That's something I should know when I'm buying a ticket, especially when I scour your entire website like it's my job. I do have some good news as of earlier today, though. I've been going back and forth with them for the last week. They keep telling me it was because of the weather. I keep telling them, no, you can go look. Verbolten was the only coaster in the entire park that was closed because of weather. Everything else was able to be opened. I spoke with your staff about it. And I kept reiterating, it's not the weather that closed the rides. It's the scheduled park maintenance that you lied about on your website saying everything was grand opening this weekend. Every email I got back was, coasters rely a lot on the weather, more than people think. And I'm like, I know! Then I was tossed to someone else after a couple days, and I called them on the phone instead of through email, and they got it sorted out for me in literally like a couple minutes, which means this didn't need to be as big of a deal as it was. But also I'm grateful for that lady saving me a lot more time down the road, because I was not about to let this slide. I've been to countless parks, countless times. Never in my life have I seen a park advertise grand openings of rides knowing damn well that none of them are going to be running because of scheduled yearly maintenance. And again, even if they just said, whoopsie, sorry, fine. But they just kept telling me, no, it was the weather. No, it wasn't the weather. It was you scheduling annual maintenance during the grand opening of these rides. So anyways, to make a long fucking story short, that wonderful woman on the phone fully refunded the entire trip and gave us 2 meals for free. So we will be going back in April, I think. But on a more positive note, before Commentary Dom goes away, is I did get to see Big Bad Wolf, Wolf's Revenge. Stupid ass name, but I guess Big Bad Wolf 2 isn't any better. But I got a little peek of it. I was trying to get a better view, but the better view was in the employees only area, which they would not let me in, which is to be expected because I don't work there. But to be fair, Carowinds did let me in their employee section. So this is why Fury 325 is better. But yeah, even though it's all sorted out now, when you walked around the park, it was so depressing. Everything was supposed to be operating, and this is what we were met with. The entire park was an absolute ghost town. The people that were there had nothing to do because the restaurants and the rides were all closed, so everybody just kind of walked around and then went home, which is exactly what we did. I think it's the shortest amount of time I have ever spent in a theme park in my entire life, which is such a bummer. Alpengeist closed for a very long time. This specifically is hilarious because they were trying to tell me, well, it's probably the weather. I was night riding Alpengeist in 20-degree weather this December. A couple months ago. It's like 50 degrees out. What do you mean it's the weather? And again, when you walked up to Alpengeist, it didn't say closed for inclement weather. It had a sign out front that said closed for annual maintenance. This was planned, scheduled, long-term maintenance. I just can't get over the fact that they kept telling me, no, it was the weather. I was there. It was 50 degrees with no wind. The signs all around the park said the only thing closed for weather was for Bolton. It wasn't the weather. And they just kept telling me, no, you're wrong. I'm in the park. You're in a headquarters in a different state. What do you mean?
Today has fucking sucked. Every single ride was closed. I'm 4 hours from home. I just want to go home. I'm here for another day because we got another hotel because we were planning on staying till close. That sucked. I just paid hundreds of dollars to not ride anything. This has definitely been the worst theme park trip I've ever been on, 100%.
In hindsight, yes, it was a bummer trip, but still made some good memories with some good friends. But anyways, it is a little strange to end the video on such a negative note, so here is me trying to open a bottle of soju after having too many bottles of soju.
I can't. No. Oh my god. I'm not even a man. I can't open it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pretend I did it.
Ooh.
You
don't like it?
I think I do. I don't think I like the very beginning of it. Do you have gum in your mouth?
Yeah.
Taste test. And now we have to take another one. And if you're stuck in Colonial Williamsburg for a night longer than you wanted to be there, you'll find yourself testing as many different sojus as you can try. Overall, I would say the original is a good middle ground. The grape and pineapple were the best, and the peach and the mango, I think, were the worst. And also, the beef bulgogi from this restaurant right here will change your life. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.